Welcome back, traders. So today we're going to be going back on my trades for this week on my funded account. So what happened is that I bought another 5k account. As you know from the previous videos, we did get 2 payouts from EQTH, and I passed another account, but they told me like I breached the one-sided rule, so we are resetting and starting from the beginning. Okay, so let's see what happened this week. So let's get started on this week's trading history. Right, so this is the account that you're going to be tracking for this series. Okay, it's a 5k account, as you can see here, the balance. So let's go to history. The first trade on this was on gold. It was a buy, as you can see here. So when you go to trading view, let me go to the 15 minutes time frame. So this is the trade here. I was looking to buy gold because, like, as you can see on these other setups that I took, so it was not quite a good week, but as you can see on the other accounts, personal accounts and stuff like that, I was taking some trades, as you can see, but this funded account journey started here. Okay, as you can see. So now the second trade on this account was on US30, a sell. We took a sell here, and then we took profits here for a $15. So let's go to US30 on here. Okay, so this sell here on US30, I was not very confident that it was gonna go all the way, like, because I was planning to hold the trade until here at first. Okay, and also because, as you can see, the momentum during the morning was very bullish. So this was a counter trend trade. I was just looking to trade it back to this trend line here. That's why I was trailing my stop very aggressively. That's why we stopped. We got stopped out there. I was managing my risk very aggressively. So as you can see, this candle took me out and still continued. I was targeting these lows right here. As you can see, there was a trend line forming around here, so that is what I was targeting. Okay, and then after that, we took a sell on gold. Also, this was at the same time as that time I was holding that trade on. I was still holding that trade on US30. Is the same time that I took this one on gold. Why is my internet is so slow? Also here, the reason why I took this one, as you can see, there was some kind of a trend line for me here. As soon as we broke aggressively out of that, I was looking to trade the market down to this here. As you can see on the 1 hour time frame, you can see there is an order block there. Okay, I was looking for the market to come all the way there, but as you can see, it didn't really quite happen. I also understood that this is a counter trend trade. That's why I also managed my risk very aggressively. I trailed my stop very aggressively there, and also we closed out for a $21 win. And then the next trade was a buy on US30, and I still regret my decision making on this because it was not very good, because I could have made profits on this one. This one I did take it on another account, but not for this one. That's the reason why I'm not talking about it. Okay, so as you can see, right, we had this trend line. Okay, and I was hoping for the market to come into this zone, so I took a buy here. Initially my stop loss was below here. My target was this this zone all the way up there. Okay, as you can see, the market tapped me in, went to the upside. I trailed my stop loss to here. the market came to take me out, and immediately after taking me out, look what happened. The market shot straight up to the upside. So what I could have done with this trade is I could have just held this. As soon as the market closed way above here, I could have started trailing my stop loss like I did just behind these candles. As soon as it makes its wick and start going to the upside, I was gonna bring my stop loss here. That is the same thing that I did with that previous trades that were closed out by a trailing stop. Okay, and then even here it makes its wick. Once it goes all the way to the upside, trail my stop loss here. So I could have gotten stopped out at the 1:2 here, you see, but because I was very early to manage my position, I got stopped out. And it was a valid setup, but I still kind of believe we might get tapped in here and go to the upside. That is also another thing that I'm looking for next week. But okay, looking at this, okay, here because I might let the market open. If there is a chance, I might do something like this, because according to my strategy, this is telling me that the trade has been confirmed. I can now enter. So I'll see you when the market opens. I'll see what the market opens. There's this trend line here, and then the break, continuation to the upside possibly. So when the market opens, we'll see. And then I think there's another trade also. Okay, a buy on gold. A buy on gold. So this is the one that I took on gold here, as you can see. So right after getting stopped out of that, the market went up and closed here. As you can see here, now there is a trend line here on this time frame, which is the 1 hour time frame. Okay, there is something here on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, so what I was hoping to do here is I could see that the market is now in a bullish phase. So maybe the market will not come to tap this just yet. It's willing to go all the way to the upside. Okay, then I look at this candle here. I looked at this candle. I took my trade. My stop loss was first initially below here. As you can see, the market came to tap me in, went all the way into profits. Then as soon as it did that, going into profit, I trailed my stop loss to halfway here, and then the market came to stop me out. And then with this trade, we can just forget about it for now. What I'm looking to do on gold is this. I'm also gonna delete this right here, rectangle. So since on the 1 hour time frame we have this, we have this, and this trend line we got broken. So I'm looking to sell here. So when I sell there, let me actually highlight that candle. It is a big zone, as you can see. I'm not really a fan of taking such trades. As you can see, this is a very big zone. Well, if I put my stop loss there, it's at least a 1:2. But we could maybe try and refine this. By refining, maybe we can wait for this candle here to get tapped in, because with a limit entry, if I am to place a limit entry, I would prefer to place it here. So for manual execution, I would prefer for the market to make some kind of a pullback, break it. As soon as it breaks it, I'll be looking to sell from that and then target this all the way down here. Okay, so that is my plan for gold for next week Monday.